Good morning, dear students. Let us start the explanation of topic prepositions. So, what are prepositions? Let us first of all understand the definition. Prepositions, like we have two things in a sentence, and the preposition, what is the function of preposition? It is going to describe the relationship between those two things. A very basic example I'm going to give you here. Like, for example, see the second dot here. Hema placed the book on the table. Now we have book and the table. What is the relationship between book and table? That the book is on the table. Whenever there is physical touch and the thing is above, we call it on. See the first example. We will meet Anshul at the main entrance. The tulips were arranged in the vase. So these are the words. Prepositions are the words which are placed before a noun or a pronoun to show the relationship to some other word in the sentence. Like this is basic common sense. If a thing is inside, अंदर है तो in, ऊपर है तो on, वहाँ पर है तो at, right? These are the prepositions of place. Why? Because they are telling the place of the object. But at the same time, in, on and at can be used in preposition of time. How these three can be used as prepositions of time? See, my birthday comes in March. For month we use in. Let us see here, come to the prepositions of time and check it out. See the first example which says, father will return from his trip after 2 days. When? When will father return? After 2 days. Afterward is telling us के बाद में, 2 दिन के बाद. So afterward is the preposition here, which is the preposition of time, because it is answering the question when. They have lived in Kolkata since 2007. 2007 से रह रहे हैं, since 2007, right? Preposition of time, because it is telling us when. She has been reading for an hour. 1 घंटे से पढ़ रही है. For an hour. For. Since, like how long she has been studying? For an hour. Basically, it answers the question when. And if we talk about preposition of place, it answers the question where. Right? Now let us read the sentences which are given below. The meeting will be held at 4 p.m. See, Anshul was standing at the gate is preposition of place. Where is Anshul standing? Where? At the gate. But if I say when will the meeting start? At 4 p.m. Here it is preposition of time. Depends on how it is used, where it is used. We will take a holiday in winter. Right? In is used when one thing is placed inside the another. अंदर पड़ी होती है. But here, in winter, Janet will be hosting a party on 16th December. On. Now for dates also we use on. Otherwise the book is on the table. In the first sentence the book is on the table. It is a preposition of place. But party on 16th December, here on is a preposition of time. Right? So if we use at, see how, where do we use at? For a specific time, for months, years or longer periods. And on is used for dates and days. Let us come towards prepositions of movement. As the name suggests, it can also be called as prepositions of direction. Preposition of direction or movement. Like, let us read examples first. Never run across a busy street. He walked towards the river. The sheep jumped over the fence. Movement. Towards which place? Like where the person or thing was going. Towards which direction or towards where? What was the movement? Right? Over, up, round, towards, across, through. All these are prepositions of movement or direction. We have some more prepositions with us. See, the chapter says more on prepositions. Sometimes prepositions are confused with adverbs. What is an adverb? Adverb means which is telling something more about verb. See the first sentence. Please leave your luggage outside. Leave. Leave is the verb. Where to leave it? Outside. But here it is telling us something more about leave. So here it is acting as an adverb. Right? Over to the table. Table par aa jao. Here it is preposition. The lawyer went through the document carefully. Through the document carefully means he was reading it. Through the document, every page, everything, he read it properly. Preposition. See, was moved up by a day. Moved is the verb up. Here the word up is, you can say, clarifying or telling something more about moved. So you read this last line here. An adverb is a word which tells us how, where, why, when, how frequently, and to what degree an action takes place. Rest of all are prepositions. We have confusing pairs like under and below. See, before reading these examples with red dots, I am going to read the line which is written under it. We use under when something is covered by what is over it. And we use below in the measurements of temperature and height to indicate that something is less. Like the ball was under the table. एक चीज़ दूसरे के नीचे होती है, then under. But below is used for measuring the temperature and height when the things are less. Right? Above and over. Same way. Below is used for measuring temperatures and heights when we have to indicate something less. Above is used to measure temperature and height when we have to indicate something that is more. For example, there is a beautiful picture above the dining table. There was a new bridge over the river. So we use above to refer things that are at a higher or upper level, and over is used when one thing covers another without touching it, or when we refer to numbers. Coming to beside and besides. Shreya stood beside her sister. Beside is saath mein, and besides is in spite of, besides is iske alawa, more than that, like. Besides giving the little girl some money, mother also gave her food. We use beside to mean by the side of, and we use besides to mean in addition to, means iske alawa. Next confusing pair in prepositions is between and among. The car was between the truck and the jeep, means when one thing is stuck between two, it is between. And what is among? Mowgli was comfortable among the wolves. Like when the things are not separated and they are a part of a large group, then we use among. Coming to by with. My house is by the river means saath mein, side of. Rita went with her mother to the market. With means in company of somebody or something. Okay, by is side, in the side of, and with is in the company of someone or something. Now let us talk about another confusing pair, which is since and for. I'll give you one example which is not mentioned in the book here. For example, I say, I have been teaching for 7 years. It doesn't mean that I'm teaching continuously for 7 years. I'm telling you a period of time. So for is used for period of time. I'm teaching since morning. Here when I'm using since, it definitely means that I'm continuously teaching since morning without a break. So since tells you a point of time. Since morning, right? It tells you a point of time. For tells you a period of time. So exercises have been done for you. So kindly do it.